I'm Mayor Jeff Sander from the City of West Carrollton. The members of City Council, including 2014 Deputy Mayor Jim Bowers, as well as Council members Rick Barnhart, Jim Folker, Angie Fryman, Patrick Maris, and Erica Shade, want to offer a genuine thank you to all the volunteers who make our city a great place to live. Hopefully you agree that active civic engagement is essential to a thriving community. One of the City Council's primary responsibilities is providing oversight to the spending of taxpayer dollars. The 2014 budget ended with a $220,000 deficit, which is slightly higher than projected. The Council also approved the 2015 budget in November, which was initially projected to end with a slight surplus. However, it should be noted that the actions taken by the Ohio State Legislature in 2014 will result in nearly a $500,000 reduction in the revenue to the city's budget. We encourage all residents to stay actively involved in the decisions that their local and state representatives are making on their behalf. The city aims to keep its residents informed through many different sources, including this annual report, quarterly newsletters, the website westcarrollton.org, as well as other social media platforms such as Facebook and Twitter. A total of 49 news releases were issued in 2014, and more than 276 stories were published in local newspapers and television channels. More than 846 people are following the city on Facebook, and 282 follow the city's tweets on Twitter. Hopefully you got a chance to watch at least one of the 45 weekly focus talk shows that aired in 2014, or one of the bi-monthly news magazine shows, Take a Closer Look. Both shows highlighted local citizens and businesses, as well as school and community events. Speaking of community events, the city's Parks and Recreation Department, with help from other groups in the community, hosted several popular events in 2014, including Family Fun Day, a Community Pride Day, the Doggy Dive, a father-daughter dance, the Monster Mash, the Holiday Festival, and movie nights at the pool. An adult lacrosse tournament, Protection Sports National Competition, and the Meade Coosa Tournament were hosted at the soccer complex, bringing thousands of visitors to the community. The Parks Department also partnered with the West Carrollton branch of the Dayton Metro Public Library to host a story walk in Widener Park. Other 2014 special events in the city included the Bengals preseason practice at the West Carrollton High School's newly improved Dock Stadium and the Buttercream Festival hosted by West Carrollton Merchants Association. The city was recognized as a Tree City USA for the 25th consecutive year. Park staff replaced over 20 trees and planted 13 trees for the Citizen Tree Planting Program. The Parks Department also continued the extensive project to remove hundreds of ash trees infected by the emerald ash borer. The city also received a donation of 10 cherry trees that were planted in the median along Dixie Drive near I-75 from the Operation 1,000 Cherry Trees project. This area around Exit 47 also saw the final completion of the landscape enhancement, which included new signs, trees, and shrubbery. 16 residents harvested a plot in the city's community garden located next to the Senior Citizen Center. That facility had 71 reservations for private parties, and the park staff made 194 park shelter reservations during the year. Here's another quick Parks and Rec stat for the year. Over 300 dogs were in attendance at the 2014 Doggy Dive held at Wilson Park. The pool saw over 20,000 visitors during the 2014 season. The West Carrollton Police Department hosted one event that brought lots of visitors to the Wilson Pool. The popular National Night Out event was held in early August. This event has been important to promoting community collaboration between the police department and the citizens of West Carrollton. The police department receives a tremendous amount of assistance from all of our volunteers. In 2014, the volunteers donated more than 1,050 hours by performing such duties as data entry and fingerprinting. The department also utilizes volunteers to serve as police chaplains, reserve police officers, and police explorers. During 2014, the West Carrollton Police Department responded to 7,739 calls for service, and 13,857 officer-initiated activities. Officers also completed more than 1,661 business park and walk patrols, as well as 1,329 residential park and walk activities. These park and walk details allow the officers to be more accessible to the members of our community. The department also continued to partner with the West Carrollton School District through the school walk-through program by conducting approximately 197 walk-through patrols. The department values the time the officers spend in the schools as a way to show their presence, as well as building relationships by talking to students, teachers, and administrators. The West Carrollton Fire Department also worked closely with the West Carrollton School District to promote fire safety, school zone awareness, and medical information. The fire department instituted 2 new safety programs at the elementary school this year. In August, fire equipment was positioned near the school zones to let motorists know that school was in session. The department also participated in the Be a Reading Hero program with the Dayton Metro Library to promote reading and fire safety. After completing a fire safety assignment, 3 West Carrollton elementary students were selected to have breakfast with firefighters and ride in the fire engine to their school. 2014 will go down in the record books as the fire department's busiest year. The fire department answered 2,101 emergency calls in 2014, resulting in an increase of 6.5% from year 2013. While responding to more emergency calls for help than ever before, the challenge for our firefighters, EMTs, and paramedics is continuing to provide first-class level of service to our community. The fire staff is comprised of approximately 50 dedicated employees who respond to fire and medical emergencies in the city. There are 7 full-time employees, and the remainder of the staff work part-time as firefighter EMTs or firefighter paramedics. In October, the department donated $1,664 to the Pink Ribbon Girls, a nonprofit that provides services for patients fighting breast cancer. The department raised the money through the sale of shirts with a Pink Fire Department logo. In cooperation with the building department, the fire inspector examined nearly 50 plans during the year. A total of 202 permits to alter commercial and industrial buildings were issued by the building department in 2014, representing a total construction cost of over $2.5 million. This total includes 26 new business occupancies and major renovations such as the relocation of Primetime Party Rental on Springboro Pike, a major renovation to the Laurels Nursing Home on Elmwood Circle, an expansion of Youthland Academy on Fame Road, and new occupancies by Pro Trim on Springboro Pike, Albright Janitorial Services on Dixie Drive, Baja Trucking on Water Tower Lane, and Valor Martial Arts Academy on Elm Street. Other new businesses welcomed to town in 2014 included West Carrollton Converting and Parchment, Ginkgo Systems, 3PM Incorporated, Gibbs Old Time Hamburgers, It's So Amazing, and Train Your Pup. Thanks to federal and state grant funds provided by Montgomery County, work continued on the former Fraser Paper Mill with the demolition of the former de-inking building and office building, the cleanup of contaminated debris, and the repair of security fencing. The city secured additional grant funding to continue clearing the site next year. The city also was allocated $250,000 in the State of Ohio Capital Improvement Budget for engineering and planning work on the potential river improvements near the Low Dam in West Carrollton. The city was also successful in receiving a tax exemption from the state for future event center development. Plans are also underway for the demolition and reuse of Appian wastewater treatment plant on Hydraulic Road, which was donated to the city this year. On the residential side, a total of 12 vacant and blighted residential structures were demolished this year, and 8 vacant tax delinquent properties were acquired for future development, with 3 additional property acquisitions currently pending. Agreements were reached with the Habitat for Humanity of Greater Dayton, Miami Valley Innovations Incorporated, and Community Concepts Incorporated to construct new homes on 7 of these properties. The city's Welcome Home Buyer Incentive Program also supported the purchase or improvement of 12 homes. 3 homeowners also received assistance from the city's need-based paint program to improve their homes' exteriors. The city acquired, renovated, and sold a home on Apple Hill Drive, resulting in nearly $41,000 in proceeds to the city. The newly renovated home also helps to stabilize the median home values in the neighborhood. The pilot program has been adopted by the Montgomery County Land Bank as a model and is now available to all county municipalities. Through December, city staff resolved 1,526 property maintenance and 408 zoning violations, preventing potential negative impact on neighborhood property values. Amendments to the property maintenance code were drafted and approved to expedite the resolution of these violations. Significant progress was made again this year in translating the vision of the West Carrollton Sustainable Comprehensive Plan into reality. City staff set a new record by pursuing at least 161 action steps involving 72 strategies recommended in the plan. Other accomplishments this year included the completion of the West Carrollton Public Mural on the city water tower on the corner of Water Tower Lane and Imperial Road. Recertification of the city's floodplain program for another 5 years at its Class 8 rating, which means property owners will continue to receive a 10% discount on their flood insurance premiums due to the city's voluntary participation in this program. 2014 was a year of change for the city's public safety department. The promotion of Captain Chris Barnett to the position of fire chief at the end of 2013, followed by the promotion of Deputy Chief Doug Woodard to police chief in March of 2014, initiated multiple personnel moves in both departments. In May, Police Sergeant Robert Hensley was promoted to fill the vacant Deputy Police Chief's position. This move resulted in the July promotion of Patrol Officer Nate Biggs to the position of Police Sergeant, and Sergeant Dave Westling transitioned to the Administrative Sergeant role, and Officer Alex Flynn took on a new detective role. The city also welcomed new patrol officers John Perry in April, Bobby Selman in August, and Matthew Harper and Jason Williams in October. Firefighter-paramedic Adam Blake was promoted to fill the fire captain's position left vacant with the promotion of Chief Barnett. The fire department also saw the addition of several part-time firefighter EMT paramedics throughout the year. Matt Rotino joined us in February, Shane Trickey, Jonathan Hayes, and Ethan Heigl in July, Andrew Feskins and Benjamin Girl in August, Rusty Lovell and Daniel Logan in October, and David Schmolinsky in December. Unfortunately, the city also had to say some goodbyes to retirees this year. In the fire department, part-time firefighter EMT Tom Scarborough retired in January after 43 years. Dispatcher Linda Rickert retired in October. Police Detective Mark Allison retired from full-time service on February the 8th. However, we were fortunate that he is remaining with the department in a part-time capacity. The service department also added a new member to their ranks. In August, Billy Tackett joined us as a utility maintenance leader. The service department prides itself on high-quality water and sewer services, prompt snow and ice removal, efficient refuse removal, and top-notch engineering projects. As it does each year, the Street Maintenance Division sealed cracks and made repairs on many streets, maintained storm drainage ditches, performed quarterly large trash collections, repaired traffic control signs, operated the street sweeper, and completed the annual leaf pickup program. The Refuse Division collected nearly 4,000 tons of household debris in 2014. The recycling contractor removed nearly 425 tons of material. The Water and Wastewater Divisions performed daily monitoring and control of the treatment and pumping operations and immediate response to emergency situations. Last year, 14 water main breaks were promptly repaired, water mains were flushed, and fire hydrants were also tested to ensure proper functioning. The water treatment plant produced 351 million gallons of water during the year. The concentrate pond treated 61 million gallons of wastewater from the softening process during the year. The wastewater treatment plant treated 518 million gallons of wastewater. These daily service department operations are always given high priority. However, major infrastructure improvement projects were also an important part of 2014. Those projects included the Exit 47 Landscape Enhancement Project. The redesign was completed for a belt press at the wastewater treatment plant. The redesign for the Cedar Central Dixie intersection project. The design for the Cedar Street lift station project was completed. The design for the Ivy Hill culvert repair project was completed, as well as the design for the sedimentation basin painting at the wastewater treatment plant. All of these design projects have constructions planned for 2015. In conclusion, we are pleased to provide our citizens with a staff of dedicated, highly trained public servants and are excited to work together to move West Carrollton forward in 2015. We hope that you will stay involved and active in our community. Thanks for watching this year's annual report.